Welcome everyone to this divine satsang with Gurudev. We meet every Sunday. This is to me, and I know to all of you, this is the most precious time of our week, a whole week, when we get this opportunity to sit in the presence of Gurudev and receive the real truths. And in that entire process, we also overcome many hurdles that we may not even realize. Also, I wanted to share that in my own experience, I have realized that what matters most during satsangs is to be fully present, because it may happen that sometimes what Gurudev is speaking, we may feel it is not for me, or probably I may not even understand it at this point of time. But in that process of being fully available, we are letting the seeds to get planted. And at some point in the future, when the time comes, the memory, it just reminds us. And then those seeds, they become our guiding pathway and they become our guiding light. So hence, throughout the satsang, even if you feel this question is not meant for you, even if you feel this is not your question, just be here. Just receive what Gurudev is giving, because when he answers those questions, those are not for the person who is asking. It is for everyone. So he's giving it to everyone. With that thought, I think I wanted to share this journey and my experience with all of you. And with this, I hope you all have removed all the distractions from around you, mentally and physically too, so that we are all truly here, because your presence also impacts me and everyone. So it's a collective energy that we build. Yes. So, with this, let us initiate the satsang today with an invocation by Matarani, and then we'll invite Gurudev to start the satsang.
Pranam to each and everyone. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. It's so good to see you all. Okay. So as soon as I come, so I think we have to close our eyes. So let's close our eyes. Take few deep breaths. As Meera Ma said, that this is a satsang of truth, and the guiding light, the guidance of guiding light can come through these satsangs. So, but from where it will enter? It will enter from our heart. So let's put all our focus at the heart center, in the middle of the ribs, in the middle of chest. Put all your dhyana, put all your awareness there. Over there the divine resides, and the truth lives there. Light lives there, fearlessness lives there. So let's invoke that consciousness, let's invoke that divine energy which receives everything. And through this mantra, we will remind ourselves to receive all what is truth, the light, and the fearlessness. We will start with 3 Oms. Om. Deep breath in, and with exhalation. Om. Om. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amrit तं गमय ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Let's fold our hands together, bring it to the heart center, and just bow down your head and give your regards, give your namaste to this divine energy who will receive today's satsang. With this, we can open our eyes slowly. Thank you. Over to you, Meerama.
We'll now invite Gurudev, and on his guidance, we'll initiate the satsang.
Namaste and welcome to all the sadhaks today morning. Thank you, Taranima, for such beautiful divine invocation. So good to be here once again with all of you. I know we all wait for this coming together, for this satsang morning here in India, and of course satsang evening, mostly in the other parts of the world. Mirama, is my audio video clear to you?
Yes, Gurudev.
Okay, so with that we can start.
Gurudev, starting with our first question from Vimi ji from New Delhi. Her question is how to deal with loneliness and emptiness. Then the next question is I don't find interest in anything, thus life has become a burden. How to find a purpose to live?
Whenever I get a question like this, I wonder, what have we done to ourselves? The Earth's population today is 8.5 billion people. And in 8.5 billion people, we say we are lonely. We say we don't have anybody here. What must be the reason? There must be something that we're not doing right. What is the reason for this? What is the reason for this loneliness? As humanity has moved towards more prosperity, we've started cutting ourselves out from the rest. The I is becoming more stronger. Whatever so far in life you've done, you've all done it for the fulfillment of I, me, and myself. Fulfillment of I, me, myself. Not the fulfillment of you, but the fulfillment of your ego construct. This fake, illusionary sense of I. Whatever we are doing, be it our career, even our relationships, which are largely now transactional in their quality. What do I get from this? The focus in everything that you do or every being that you relate with, the focus is always, what can I get from this? Even in your family, when you're helping and serving other people, there's a silent expectation of some kind of appreciation, some kind of reward. That is your what's in it for me. There's nothing that we are doing out of the deep sense of fulfillment. It's like saying, I am empty here, you are empty there, And each one of us have become empty. Now, two empties cannot connect with each other. They've got no content, they've got nothing in them to share. All are asking to gain something from the others. Do you follow? Everybody is living lonely, and the sense of this loneliness comes from a sense of emptiness. And the sense of emptiness is coming because every effort, everything that we've done is to fulfill the illusionary sense of I, मैं, मेरा वजूद, this sense of my identity. Because the sense of the identity in itself is an illusion, no matter what you gain outside, it does not fulfill you. There was a promise that once you get a good job, you will get fulfilled. You never got fulfilled. There was a promise that once you get married or have family or have partners, you'll get fulfilled. You never got fulfilled. There was a promise that once you acquire, a lot of money and fame in the world, you'll get fulfilled. Look at the world who's got a lot of money and fame. Everybody's empty inside. We're not looking at the core reason, the root cause of this emptiness. And the root cause of the emptiness, let me remind you again, is all the effort is there to try and fulfill this sense of I, which in itself is an illusion. It can never get fulfilled. And hence the loneliness. When you know you're empty inside, you cannot connect with anybody. Please look at it carefully. Because when you're lonely inside, when you're empty inside, when you connect with somebody, when you meet somebody, there's an expectation that you have that this person will fulfill me. Do you follow? You enter into relationships, be it business relationship, professional, personal relationships, even so-called love-based relationships. You're entering into the relationship as an empty box, expecting that the other will fulfill you and your loneliness will go away. But the other is also in the same boat. The other person has also led the life in the same way, fulfilling I, me, and myself. But deep inside the heart, which is not I, me, and myself, which is the real essence of who you are, we call it the self. This self, this heart remains empty because the ego construct is outside of it. You fill the outer bucket, which has a lot of holes, never gets filled. You keep chasing that. But the inner, let's call it bucket again, the inner bucket remains empty. And all of us are trying to make relationships or connect with others, expecting that the others will fulfill us, but the others are also empty. So emptiness cannot fulfill another's emptiness. Please understand this. So the entire basis of this forming of relationship is flawed. Why it is flawed? Two reasons. You are empty, you are seeking that the other will fulfill you, where the other is also empty. Flawed. Second reason. Every relation, every connection that you approach from the sense of what's in it for me? What can I get from this relationship or this person or this deal? What can I get? There's never a focus. What is it that I can give in this? What is it that I can contribute in this relationship? Why you don't think like that? That I'm entering into this family, this tribe, this community, this sangha, this partnership with somebody I call I love. Even there, why the focus is not there, that what is it that I can contribute here? I don't want anything. I just want to nurture this being. I just want to nurture this relationship. I want to give into this. Do you follow? Unless that's there, this loneliness will never go away. The world has become extremely lonely place with 8.5 billion people. What a tragedy that we've created. Because inside we're all empty. Now the question is, what is it that you need to do which will fulfill this emptiness inside? Look at it carefully. No amount of your effort, which is based on five senses, your acquisition, which is based on five senses, which only caters to your body and your ego, it will never fulfill you. No need and desire of the body has ever filled anybody. No need or desire of the ego has ever filled anybody. Fulfillment only comes from Ishwara, God, Shiva. Because when you move your focus from I, me, and myself, there is sacredness and divinity in every connection that you form. The difference between sacredness slash divinity and you, there's divinity here, sacredness, Shiva, and there's you here. And what is this you? Construct, ego construct, I, me, and myself. The moment you bring your focus away from this I, me, myself, the divinity you start to see and experience in everything around you. You're surrounded by Shiva, you're surrounded by divinity, you're surrounded by love all around you. But this false construct of ego, it has shut your eyes. You're not able to see it. The moment you change your perception and focus from what's in it for me, the moment you start to feel that if I've come from the house of Ishwar Putra hu main, Ishwar Putri hu, I'm the son and the daughter of God. I've come from the same source, each one of us. We've all come from the same source. So look at it that way. Let's say you take a bucket, empty bucket, you go to the ocean, shore. You fill a bucket full of water from the ocean. This water which is in the bucket is still the ocean inside the bucket. There is no change in the quality. Yes, there's change in the rupa. Rupa is the form. Because in the ocean, the water was huge. Now it has changed the form with the form of the bucket. But essentially, the quality of the water is the same. Because this water in the bucket has come from the same source called ocean. Now, similarly, we've all come from the same source called Ishwara, God, Shiva, Adi Shakti, Krishna, Jesus, whatever name you want to give this. But we've all come from the same source. And if we have come from the same source, and the source is ever fulfilled, Purna, it's complete in itself. You're a bucket full of water from the same source. How can you not be complete? How can your quality be different from the source? Do you follow what I'm saying? Your quality must be the quality of the Ishvara because the same source. The form is little different because you've taken this form. But inside the being, which has come from the same light, same source, same ocean, quality is the same. But the illusion of ego, which always say, I want this, I am empty, I am lonely, creates all the problem. And it creates a false narrative in your head. And that false narrative you start to believe. And based on that belief, you ask this question that I'm lonely and I'm empty inside. Please look at it extremely carefully. At the deeper level, nobody is lonely, nobody is empty. At the mind level, we're all lonely, we're all empty. The point is, What are you fulfilling? Are you fulfilling constantly the mind, which is the mind of the ego? Or are you constantly trying to move away from this ego and enter into the heart, where the fulfillment, where the collective, where abundance resides? Difficult to do. Because the moment you start to follow the path of the heart, your sense of ego will wake up and will say, oh, insecurity. Somebody will take me for a ride. Somebody will take all my money away. Somebody will hurt me if I give myself completely. Ego will start to create now the false walls of fear and insecurity. Somehow you cross that, it will create further walls of jealousy, further walls of getting totally entangled, attached. And each of this behavior hurts you deeply. I know that. And when you get hurt, you start to close yourself. The heart that was trying to open starts to close itself. The moment heart closes itself, you're empty, you're alone. No child, you look at any child playing, even so-called alone, a young child, you leave that child in a room alone with no toys, no people, no pets, nothing. This guy is happy. This guy is not feeling lonely. This guy is not feeling empty. This guy is trying to explore everything. Why? What's the reason? This guy, this child is engaged with life versus you totally disconnected from life because heart has closed completely. This child's heart was very open when the child was born. No closure of the heart. The sense of ego was not developed yet. So the child was very engaged with life, not entangled with life, very engaged with life. And in that engagement, child was just exploring everything. Look at the beauty of this. You say you don't find interest in anything. Why you don't find interest in anything? Because you're not getting engaged with life. You've become a mood spectator. Life is passing by, happening on its own. You're sitting at the back, not engaged with it. And then you ask, how do I find my purpose? What's my purpose? This is the purpose. At the deepest level, to first understand these two level of operations in you, the operations which is driven by false sense of identity. And we these days use a word called identity crisis. I think it's a good crisis. It's like saying, I have a fake identity and now I have a crisis of that identity. My God, that identity is the problem. So one way is slowly move away from this identity, come to the heart. And heart will make you do crazy things, which the logical mind will not be able to explain slash prove. Heart is the seat of craziness also. Be careful. Because that's the reason when you look at innocent, young, beautiful children, they're a little crazy. They don't have, what do you say, insecurities of any kinds. They're fully engaged with life. They're not mood spectator of life passing by. They're fully engaged. They're not entangled. You give them a toy, they play with it. After some time, you take away the toy, the child will cry for 2 minutes, and then the child will start to play with something else. Even sukhi patiyan, the dried leaves, could be an object the child will be playing with. It does not matter to the child. He's just or she's just engaged with life because the child is operating from heart and not from the false sense of identity. Choose which level you want to operate from in life now. Because so far, once your childhood's innocence was over, you were spoiled by the, not spoiled, corrupted by the world around, by the schools and college and everything that you went to. The entire process corrupted you. Now you're understanding this. At least now, reverse the process. Come back again to the same center from where you had begun your journey, because that's the center of abundance, of purnata, of no loneliness there. That's the center. And that's the only purpose, to come here and live. Living is the only purpose here, not surviving. Survival is not the purpose, my friend. Living life with full engagement, without any entanglement, is the entire purpose of this play. We call it Leela. You want to get stuck, entangled with I, me, myself, and the entire world that your identity creates, and the world that is full of suffering, which you, your own identity has created. You want to be in that? Enjoy it. Be in the world of suffering, your choice. You want to come to the heart, which is the seat of love also, where the lowest in you and the highest in you meet, anahata. You want to come there. You want to operate from there. Seat of abundance, seat of absolute joy, seat of togetherness, seat of oneness. You want to operate from there? Your choice. And that's where the joy resides. And that's, to me, is the only purpose of life. To live from the space of this abundance, this fulfillment, this flow, which we call life. So only purpose is to live life. And that can happen only in this moment. It cannot happen tomorrow. It cannot happen yesterday. It can only happen here in this moment, right now. That's where meditation now comes in. You want to move to this space? What do you need to do? You've got to start to meditate. Meditate for what? To come to this space, in this moment. You follow the breath. Come back to this moment. Mind is never in this moment. Ego is never in this moment. Abundance resides in this moment. For ego, this moment is all about insecurity, lack, possession, jealousy. But for heart, this moment is about abundance, flow, joy, love, fulfillment. This moment. And then you meditate on Shiva. Why? Because the love that is kind of dried in you, you awaken that love by establishing this connection of devotion and love with your Ishta, with your Ishwara. And a source of energy, channel of energy gets established between you as an individual and Shiva as the cosmic principle. And through this connection, that energy of devotion, love starts to flow in you. That's the reason we pray, we meditate on Shiva. To me, that's the only purpose, but that's the highest purpose we've talked about. What about mundane, lower purposes? Doing purposes. How do you find what's your doing purpose in the world? What must I do in the world? Well, you never find it out. Nobody's ever found it out. You can never find your purpose. You must create your purpose. It's not something that you go explore and find. It's something that you meditate on and create. Purposes are created. Only when you move away from the ego-driven thought to the heart-driven feeling will you be able to create a solid purpose, even in the world of doing, in the world of matter. So I've given you two purposes or two ways. The highest purpose is just to live, not just to survive, just to live in this moment. And all spirituality, all sadhana, all dhyana, even this satsang is about just that. Somehow you taste the joy of this moment. इस क्षण का तुम आनंद चख लो बस एक बार. Once you taste the joy of this moment, your sadhana has started. Now no loneliness, no emptiness will ever come and touch you. But it's a journey. Moving away from the ego-based identity and moving into the Shiva-based realization. It's a journey. It's a process. And once you start to taste even a bit of that, just a bit of this silence, just a bit of this present momentness, now you're fully equipped to start to create the purpose that you want to create. We're all the creators of our own lives. And if that is so, if we are the creators, we are here on this earth, we got some baggage of past karmas, but this baggage of past karma only can live till the time ego identity remains. Because this karmic baggage is connected or attached not to you as the real self, but to the identity. The moment the identity dissolves, this karmic baggage dissolves. You follow what I'm saying? Well, there are many layers of it. Let's not go too deep into that. For now, for now, just understand this. Don't try to find your purpose. You're the creator of your own life. Please go create the purpose. Create the purpose that you think your life, which will make your life little more joyful, little more meaningful for you and for the world around. Please go create that purpose. Remember this last statement that I made. Please create the purpose that will create little more joy for you and meaning in the world, joy in the world. Based on that, just go create the purpose. Don't think from here. Meditate. Still the mind. Come to the heart, which is the seat of the self. Come to the heart. And there, in that moment of silence, in that moment of absolute calm where no agitation is there, you will be equipped to create a purpose which will create more fulfillment for you and joy for the world all around. Think about this, meditate on this. I hope it helps. Thank you. Ji Mamina.
Gurudev, next question is from Anupam Ji from Mumbai. His question is Om Namah Shivaya. I have always felt and always say that I'm God's favorite child. I somehow feel very connected to Mahadev, but not able to channelize towards him. I don't know what is wrong, what is right, and what is wrong. I feel useless. I'm not able to discipline myself. Please guide me, Gurudev.
Good that you asked this question. All the things that you've written, my friend, all the things, your sense of feeling uselessness, your sense of not being able to create discipline in your life, your sense of feeling that you have a connection with Mahadeva, but you're not able to progress in that. All of this is the classic zone of tamas. Yes, the connection of Shiva is there. I agree with you. If the connection was not there, you won't be here and asking this question. It's His grace that has made you realize this. And based on that realization, you've asked this question and you're here. It's the grace of Shiva. So the connection is already there. But the system is too much filled with tamas. What system? At the body level, the system is filled with tamas, it appears. Even at the mind, thought level, and emotion level, the system is filled with tamas. And when there is this tamas, many times, it's spiritual tamas. Why I'm saying it's a spiritual tamas? Because in the question you say that you feel you're God's favorite child. Problem. The moment you feel you are God's favorite child, you are somebody special. And when you're somebody special, you don't got to do anything about it. Tamas enters. We call it spiritual tamas. Any sense of specialness will open the door for tamas to enter. Every sense. Look at the children, look at people, not just children, look at people who have this sense of entitlement. Maybe their parents are too rich. Maybe they know so many people in the political and government circuits, or whatever that is. They feel a sense of entitlement. And whosoever feels this sense of entitlement remains weak at the spine level. They don't have very strong spine. They'll complain, but they'll not move, they'll not act, they'll not do anything about things. They will just sit and complain. They are the entitled lot. I am God's favorite child. I am entitled lot. What do I need to do about it? This is subtle, my friend. And this is how, at the subconscious level, because you're God's favorite child, at the subconscious level, you feel that you don't need to do much effort about it. At a very, very deep subconscious level. And because of that, the door to tamas opens up. Tamas enters. And tamas starts to, you understand tamas, right? I'm using the word, assuming we all know this. TAMAS. I'll not explain this in detail. It's darkness, it's lethargy, it's clouded thinking, mind fog, inaction, postponement, negative sense of I'm useless. All of this is tamas, darkness. Okay? Now, first is the diagnosis. So diagnosis is this tamas in the system. Now, what's the upachara, upaya? What's the solution? How do we deal with this? The way to break away from this mold or this hold of tamas is to bring some level of action orientation first at the level of body. You don't do it at the mind level, at the thinking level. You bring action orientation at the level of the body. But body is already in tamas. What do? Think hard. There must be some things that you love doing. Don't right now think about spiritual, non-spiritual, which you said right and wrong. Don't think about spiritual, non-spiritual. You've got to make the body active, free from tamas. Here are certain pointers for you. Be watchful of what you eat. Eat fresh. Lots of fruits, lots of salads, lots of vegetables. High prana foods. It will help you detoxify this so-called tamas from the physical body, from the annamaya kosha. Drink lots of water, detoxify annamaya kosha. Tamas is releasing from the system. Make body active. And as I said, don't get into the trap of, oh, this action, if I start to go and play tennis, it's not spiritual action. If I play badminton, it's not a spiritual action. Don't think about all of that. Make body active. If it's a walk in the park, walk. If it's playing some game, play some game. If just do something, action orientation with this body. And that slowly will start to break the tamas. Some yoga asana, some running, something you must do. sweat must come. Through sweat, the tamas gets released out. Heavy breathing, tamas will get out of the system. Make your body used to this action orientationness and do things not which are good by the spiritual marker, which you enjoy doing. If you use spiritual marker, then mind will again create, tamas will create barriers in that. Right now, just move the body, make the body active. Okay? Based on things that you like. Once you do that, now slowly look at some of the things that you consume from your mind, from your other senses like eyes, ears. What is the content that you're watching? What is the content that you're hearing? What is the content that you're reading? If there's any bit of tamas, violence, darkness in that, get away from that quickly. Even if you watch a reel on your phone, which is tamasic in nature, dark in nature, it creates deep impressions in you. You don't know this. And it fuels the tamasic fire inside. It's a fuel to the tamasic fire inside. You've got to cut all the channels of this tamasic fuel. All right. So content consumption has to be very, very careful. You've got to be very careful about that. Okay. And as I said, make a list of things that you want to do, places that you want to visit. Go travel, go take some pilgrimages when you start to do all of this. Even when you start to visit some temples, some spaces, some pilgrimages, all of these places, all of these pilgrimages are created in such a way that it releases all the tamas from you. There are stages. From tamas, you need to move into the more rajasic way, action orientationness. And from there, you move into the sattvic ways, which is more, now we are entering into the more spiritual domains. But you can't jump. Very difficult. Don't make that mistake. Follow this path slowly. And one last rule on this. Anybody who is trapped in tamas, don't make suddenly, don't make great plans to break this tamas. Don't make great plans that, okay, from tomorrow morning, straight away, I'll wake up at 4:30 a.m. Right now, you wake up at 11 a.m. Don't make that mistake, right? When we are trying to break away from tamas, we take small steps. Again, let's go back to the child. Child learns to walk and take small steps before the child learns to run or even walk properly. So that's the formula in this also. Take extremely small steps. 10 minutes of practice a day. Don't sit for half an hour, 1 hour. Just 10 minutes of practice a day. Small baby steps, we call it. And they help you break away from this mold of tamas. Anything that has become big, boxy, and you have to break it, you don't break the entire box suddenly. You just create one hole there. Create some gap. And from there, the magic starts to happen. Okay? Think about this. Act, take baby steps, but take definitive steps. Some of the things that I've told you at the Annamaya Kosha and for Manomaya Kosha also. When I talked about content, think about it deeply, act on it. Small steps. And that will help you get released from this tamas, and your connection with Shiva, which is a great blessing, will start to flower more, will start to become much more stronger. The blessings of Shiva is already on you. You feel that connection, so make full use of it in this life. Hope it helps. Thank you. Ji, Mamira. We'll take one last question, Mira.
Yes, Gurudev. This question is from Nirmala ji from Bangalore. Her question is it necessary to worship idols or visit temples as part of spiritual practice?
Well, for 99% of the people, for initial part of their journey, it's extremely essential. I've said 99% of the people in the initial part of their journey. Initial part of the journey means could be few janmas, could be few births. Huh? It's not 6 months. No, no, no. Here the timelines are different. Okay, when you're on the path to be the Buddha, because of so much of nonsense that you've gathered, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, not because God wants you to is testing your patience. No, no, no. Because you've accumulated a lot of kachra, a lot of garbage in your system just because of that. Think of this like you've got a big house filled with nonsense. Now you've got to clean the house. You can't leave the house. You have to clean it. Okay, takes time, no? It's like that. It can't happen overnight. Okay. Now, look at the aspects here. God with form, we call it Sagun Akar. God without form, the cosmic energy, we call it Nirguna Nirakar. The challenge is you approach the world with this form. You identify with this form right now. I am Nirmala. I think that was the name, right? I am Nirmala. This is my form. Everything about you is identified with this form that you have. Everything about you. Name, form. Okay, let's understand this little detail. There are only three attributes, three things here with which you identify yourself and with which you identify the world. In Hindi, we call it Nam, Rupa, Guna. English, we say name, form, attributes. So what you identify with right now as Nirmala is nothing but a name, a form, certain qualities which we call attributes. That's it. This is your reality today. This is your truth today. Now, when you are embodied in this Nama, Rupa, Guna, name, form, attributes, you cannot approach divinity without form. It becomes extremely difficult. A form, it's easier for a form to connect to a form. It's very difficult for a form-based identity to connect to a non-form-based identity. Please follow this. Other thing, you approach this entire life and this entire world based on your five senses, which are again entangled, or they can only identify Nama, Rupa, Guna, name, form, attributes. Now, how will you approach Shiva? Because your five senses only operate in the domain of name, form, attributes. You fully identify yourself with name, form, attributes. How will you approach Shiva if you think or if you feel he's niraguna, nirakar, formless? Form-based identity cannot connect with non-form-based cosmic divinity. Asambhave. That is the reason even great rishis of this land, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, prayed to a form, Ma Kali, visited temple every day, would sit in the temple for hours because of two things. A, connection with the form. Two, temple. Temples are just not buildings. Please understand this. When you come to Saadho Ashram in Dharamshala, you'll understand this. Temples are not buildings. They're very profound space of very charged energy. You enter into the space, boom. You realize, you feel it's pulsating energy. You feel that. Every cell of your body feels that. Suddenly the mind goes pop. There's deep silence, meditativeness. The space takes you into deep meditation itself. That's the reason it is recommended for sadhakas A to visit such places often. They're like recharge battery systems. Really helps in establishing your inner connection more stronger. And two, till the time you identify with the form, it becomes very easy for you to identify with the form outside, the divine form. And that's the reason we create, or in this culture, or probably in every culture, we created many spiritual symbols, forms of deities, forms of energies we created so that we're able to connect. It deeply helps in the sadhana. Is it necessary? No. For 1% who've crossed this boundary of form-based identification, for them, they can go beyond this. They can straight away connect to the cosmic energy. But for others, in my experience, I've seen very difficult. Think about that, stay with that, experiment a few times and see what happens in your heart. Just experiment. Hope this helps. Thank you. Jimamira. With that, let's just close our eyes. All of us. Just stay absolutely still. Eyes closed. Take 3 deep inhalations. Exhale out slowly. Another one. One more deep inhalation. Be absolutely still. Be totally here in this moment. Just observe yourself from your inner eyes. Look at this form that you're carrying right now, what we call the body. Are you really this form? Just observe this form. Remember your childhood now. This form was really small. You're watching that form right now. Observe that form. Take a deep breath. Come to the present form. With closed eyes, observe yourself. Everything in that form has changed now from childhood. to this moment. You were witnessing that form, now you're witnessing this form. Are you really this form? Or are you the one who is constantly observing the form? Because the form keeps changing, but you remain the same. Take a deep inhalation. Pay your gratitude to your Ishwara, your Isht, who's constantly nurturing you. Pay deep gratitude to all your gurus, masters, who've always been guiding you. Thanks to every person in your family. Don't hold any grudges against them. They too live in unconsciousness. They too live in inner space of emptiness and entanglement. Just forgive them and thank them for everything that they have done for you. And thanks to this lovely Sangha, whose collective energy is supporting this process. Now, give yourself a promise that I will learn to live, not just survive. I will make every effort to live fully, not just survive. With that, with a beautiful smile on your beautiful face and deep bhav of gratitude, we may slowly open our eyes now. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. So beautiful. And with that, it's the time for Darshana. Request everybody to very quickly open your camera screens if they're off. Beautiful time, because at this moment your faces look really beautiful. Right after this satsang and meditation, no? Jayesha ji, Vivek Bagchi, Hina Patel, सुनील प्रभु ने, सिमरन, मोनिका चंदना, माँ भूमिजा, शिखा, ऋतुपर्णा, आरती मेहता, our Rumi family there, Parul, Lily Chawla, Courtney, Neha, Zair, माँ करुणा शक्ति, भानुमति पटेल, रंजना, वीना जी, डालिया, हीना, रिबेका, शिव शर्मा जी, रोहिणी, रीता अलावत, मार्कोस एंड अखारी, अपर्णा, साधना, अतुल गोंगा, अरविंद कुमार जी, प्रशांत आचार्य, प्रीति रमेश, अशोक अग्रवाला जी, स्वामी सामर्थ कीर्ति एंड माँ तनुप्रिया, माँ नीना, हमीना, शिव शहीन, प्रकृति, सहाना, स्वामी आनंद उत्सव, ममता, रीना गुप्ता, माँ प्रेम श्रद्धा, लोपमुद्रा, सत्य प्रकाश, कावेरी, जिग्ना वघेला, सबीना, धर्मिष्ठा, वितस्ता, अनिता नीरव पटेल, सुषमा, मीनाक्षी, स्वामी आनंद विवेक, अनुराधा, प्रियंका, स्वामी सहज निवेदन, थॉमस, स्मृति, श्वेत्स, हेमल, डॉक्टर हीना, रेणु मल्होत्रा, मोना भास्कर, प्रमिला, इति श्रीदास, बारबरा, डॉक्टर नीता, शालिनी, मधुमिता, स्वामी धैर्य कमल, राजेश श्रीनिवासन, थानिया, मीना, माँ चेतन सृष्टि, अनंद्या भट्टाचार्य, स्वामी सहजानंद, सोनाली चांद, रश्मि गुप्ता, भावश्री, स्वामी खेवट, प्रेमानंदिनी, डॉक्टर पूजा, सुप्रिया, जीनाबेन, मीनाक्षी, पायल मदान, स्वामी श्रद्धा कीर्ति, दीपाली, भव्य शाह, कविता कपूर जी, सुचि बग्गा, जयनानंद, our friend Sanjay, Dr. Kusum, Swami Soham Saadho, Anjali Sachdeva, Swami Sakshi, Vijendra, Reena Patel, Vineet Gaur, Madhukar, Arun Kumar ji, Geeta, Santosh Gill, Mohit Garg, so many beautiful sadhaks, Ma Ramadasi, Rajesh, धीरेन्द्रनाथ जी, रूपा, कितना सुंदर लगता है when I see your smiling faces, no? So beautiful. Amrita Chaudhary, Sakshi, with little child there. So beautiful to see you. Gauri Joshi, Shri Shaheen, Amit Kumar, Akash Nigam, Shalu, Preeti, Mandeep, Radha, Jyoti Sharma, Naveen Tripathi, Swami Sattva Prem, Aditya, Neha Deshmukh, Harsh Patel, Mike and Anna. So good to see all of you, Vineet Kaur. As I said, sometime I'm not able to take your names, but I spent some time looking at all your faces. Kapil ji there, Ritu, Swami Hridayveer, Divya, so happy to see all of you. Be blessed, be in Ananda, be in this energy of satsang. Implement some of these sutras in your life. Just enjoy this whole process of awakening. Shiva and Ma Shakti are always with you. Lots of love and blessings. We'll meet soon. Thank you very much. Jima Mira, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gurudev. I'm thanking Gurudev on behalf of all of you present here. And before you all leave, we have very important announcements from the ashram for you all. The first one is of a new initiative called Satsang Seva. And the idea behind this is that in every age, the sadhaks have always carried Guru's words to the world. It has not been the scholars or marketeers, but the sadhaks who have done this job. And these are the people whose hearts were touched by the guidance and love of Gurudev, and they could not keep it to themselves. Till now, the work of carrying Gurudev's words to the world was done by the sevaks who have been working at the ashram full time, and they've been doing it quietly. But now, this blessing is opening up to everyone. We are creating a group called Satsang Sevaks. It's an initiative in which you can join and be a part of this community who will spend only 10 minutes a day and make sure that Gurudev's words and satsangs, his videos, or any message that comes from the ashram spreads across the world and reaches and touches and create and becomes a light for that one seeker who is looking for this guidance and may not even know that there is somebody like Gurudev out in the world. Yes, so if you would like to be a part of this new community called Satsang Seva, then we are sharing the link in the chat right now also, and in the WhatsApp group also we will share it. You just have to fill the form and you'll become a part of this Sevak circle. The second is a new, you can see that how Gurudev's teachings are reaching more and more people. And behind this, there is a lot of work that happen in the tech world, which is creation of the content, shooting of the content, editing, and there is so much of content which needs very high quality storage systems. It is increasing day by day, and we have to now, it's very precious content. We have to secure it, preserve it, and ensure that everything that gets created, it reaches in high quality across the right platforms. So I believe that in the old days, the ashrams were physical in nature, but now the digital world has become the ashram. It has gone beyond the physical walls. So we are right now in a phase of upgrading our tech system, and for this we would need support in the form of fund generation. We are calling it Tech Fund Seva at the ashram. We need around rupees 10 lakh rupees for buying the high-end video editing systems, for also procuring the right equipments and devices for shooting social media related content, and for a robust storage solution. This is the phase one of the tech fund that we need to create. We are releasing the donation link, the contribution link for this tech fund on the chat again and even on WhatsApp. Whatever your heart feels, you may contribute and help us procure these things and help us create the digital ashram that we are trying to create. The third announcement is on the messages that we receive from you on the WhatsApp group on how you're feeling, what your inner bhav is, how the experience of these satsangs have been. We receive all of them on the WhatsApp group, and always our intention is that these messages must be shown to Gurudev. But as the WhatsApp groups are increasing, a lot of time these messages often get missed out and Gurudev is not able to see them. So we have come up with a new format. The video that you are watching right now, the satsang video, immediately after the satsang, it will go live on YouTube. We'll share the link to that YouTube video on WhatsApp. You just have to go to that link, open the YouTube video, and in that just write what you want to write. It will solve two purposes. One is Gurudev will be able to see. The second purpose is many more fellow seekers will read your experience, and through your own experience they will feel inspired and probably at some point feel the need to join the satsangs. The fourth announcement is the next satsang, next Sunday satsang is, we won't be able to have that satsang because Gurudev has to travel for a leadership retreat, and hence the satsang will not be able to host. The satsang after that we'll announce the dates closer to time. And the last is this Zoom, the satsang that you attend every Sunday. It goes live on Zoom as well as YouTube. Zoom has a capacity, a limited capacity. We share the link for both Zoom and YouTube on the WhatsApp groups. If in case you're not able to join the satsang on Zoom, immediately you can go to YouTube channel and the same satsang is going live even on YouTube as well, so that you don't miss out. That's why I thought this announcement is essential. Yes, thank you so much for being so patient and listening to all the announcements. They were all meant for you, and we'll see you all soon again. Take care. Sadhu Namah Shivaya. Thank you.